Hello, all you wonderful beings out there, and welcome back to the stream. I am Zim, and this is TCG Card Shop Simulator. Where, yeah, we're gonna have a great time because, well, I've enabled crowd control. For better or worse. We also have Wicked Whiskers there in the bottom left doing art. And this is the return of an old favorite, Razor the firedog. Go ahead, Bakash. Even though I saw you already in here. Yeah, the model's been fixed up. The clothing redeem's been fixed. So, yeah. And of course, for the sake of Twitch, you know, still covered. Alright. You, man counter. So yeah, crowd control is enabled. You guys can do a lot of things to mess with me and the game. What's up, Kieran?
You're being abducted for probing.
Oh, this one already has it. Okay. There is still the crowd control overlay on this screen. Wanted to make sure. Spawn bread for 8 crowd control coins. I see.
What does bread do?
I am not certain.
Did your guy need to eat?
Also need to update the tip goal.
Woohoo! I've got 10 coins.
Oh! There's literally just a loaf of bread that can be kicked around and nothing else. That is apparently what that does.
Can't even pick it up.
Oh, how else are you gonna make dough if you don't have bread?
No, I cannot pick it up. But I will kick it out into the street. There, homeless people, enjoy. Oh no, Kenku. Well, at least you guys are being somewhat nice. Were the lights on already? Oh, hi. Okay, that one might startle me a bit. Wait, why is this on the floor? Oh, because I already have one. Okay.
I did the lights ages ago.
Oh, so somebody turned them off. Okay.
Big Game be squeaky.
Oh, you can. Oh.
Is there a redeem for Geeman squeaks?
No.
Oh my god, Raijin.
Oh no, what did Raijin do?
That language is
He
Chinese.
changed the language!
Wow.
Oh god.
Trick or treat. Mandarin.
Okay, at
You
least
like
I
big
can
roll?
still recognize a lot of this. Oh boy. I don't really post around when I switch games, Toshime. I only post around that I do tabletop.
Immense the abuse. There it is.
What does this all mean?
It means egg foo young.
No, I mean like the times 1, 2. Does that... Okay, hold on. I don't think I can, Kairu, but it'll switch back after 60 seconds.
And what made you decide to join my side of the thickness there, Bear Zim?
Well, first off, I'm not a bear yet. Secondly, that was always the plan forever now.
Coming to the Waddle side. Oh, we'll have to get you
What
the
the
membership system.
frick is this? Oh, okay.
It's your camouflage milk.
That you guys have... Okay. Sure.
Okay, someone started a pool for it, and I just I was curious.
There, some milk and join the bread in the street.
Yeah. You can tell the bread is unemployed. It's out there just loafing around.
Oh, Robert.
We can force large bills.
I'm aware. You can also force me to open packs. Just interrupting everything that I'm doing. Okay,
Does
this card.
Spawn the packs out of nowhere when you do that?
What's up?
Does it just spawn the packs out of nowhere when you do that, or does it actually consume whom?
I have
One.
no idea, but I assume it's out of nowhere. Okay, fist wrong, silver.
Hey there, Toshime.
Oh boy. Well, this is going to get chaotic fast. Even worse than I thought it would. I'm trying to set prices here! Oh boy.
Trying to set crisis? Oh, well, they can help with crisis.
You know that is not what I said.
It's not what you
It's
said, but it's
who just changed the... Gosh dang it.
I can say Deutsch?
No, this is German now.
Ah. Ich bin ein German. Ah.
I do not like the changes to the duplicates here. I was using this to see what I could and could not sell. It is now no longer as useful. I don't know what the point of the duplicates thing is anymore.
Cause chaos. Hey there, Ren. Thank you for playing a card.
So just take my time. Everything will be okay. You guys
looking for the
can't
hash brown
burn
card.
it down, right?
No, we can force customers to give that exact change, apparently.
Oh, that would be nice.
Make this cheaper to math.
Oh no.
Hey, fire your workers is pretty cheap.
Depending on how that one actually works, I may disable it.
It's a region.
Hygiene.
Wah!
What?
Mwah.
They will pet the hash browns. Pet, pet.
Yeah, Squeakums, did you see I clipped that minute-long squeak session you had? Wow.
I think he
You can
did.
clip another.
I don't think you'll be running strict on moments.
Okay, could somebody try and look up what the duplicates thing is supposed to work, or how this is supposed to work now? Because I have no idea, and I would like to save some time with it. Because I don't know what this first number is about, or the second number. At all. You're fine there. Heyo. What does that one do?
I don't know. I redeemed it too, and I didn't know if it did anything. Did it make a sound? Because it's labeled under speak.
No? Actually, I think that might be one that the makes the customers say something.
Oh.
Really? Of course that's one of them. Why wouldn't it be?
Listen to those happy squeaks. Pure happy chaos.
Ren, tug tug.
Good night, Ran. Tug well.
Good night, friend.
No. Ren needs to come join voice real quick.
Oh. Ren,
Ooh.
you heard your master.
Hey, dude.
Hello there, my good boy.
Hi, Master.
I hope you
Yes,
sleep
we-
very well.
Thank you.
And also, are you sure you want to do that?
Wait, what? Do what? Do what?
Go to bed.
Yeah, of course, Master. I gotta have to. Oh my God, it's that late, frick. I'm so late to go to bed, actually.
Oh, Ren. If you're sure that's what you want to do, then I hope you rest well.
Thank you,
And
Master.
nothing bothers you in the night.
What? Why are you giving me anxiety right now? Do that to
If one of you could read...
Look, my brain is kind of like, oh God, is he?
Don't worry, Ren. If you make mistakes, there's only several fan artists in the community.
Oh God, I'm so scared. Master, help!
Oh, thank God it's done. Oh, I will be so happy to help.
And actually, for a second, I thought you were mad at me for some reason. But I saw,
Why?
I saw the stream, like, oh, I get it.
Sleep
Why'd you think
well,
that?
man.
Because you're having fun with crowd control there.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Good
Hey,
night,
Ren.
Ren.
Also, I
Sleep
really
well.
look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Would you stop changing the language?
Ren
No.
squeaks into the distance.
Hash Brown wants to be the only giggler here. E?
Honestly, Zem, I thought changing the language was the most kind things I could do.
God damn it. And now they've freaking inverted the controls. Again.
Oh no.
And it's the worst part is that you guys can invert it in a different, like, one axis. It allows you to invert one axis. If it was everything inverted, I could get used to it. But no, it's like, okay, so up down works right, but left right does not. Is that just... Okay, enough ranting because it ended. Cool.
For now.
For now.
I mean, listen to those innocent giggles from Gameland.
There is nothing
Still, like-
innocent about Geemond at all.
That's because he has 10,000 crowd control points and is looking at you hungrily.
1,000? But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as the
Wait.
giggles increase, so does
Who the hell are you?
Hire new worker. Has been redeemed. By
Oh,
Robert.
I can't afford a new worker!
Or now.
Oh god, $300! Oh, but then again, you do have a really high restock speed. Fine. You can stay. For now.
Gee, you could fire one of the slow bees.
I kind of want to hold on to them in case the chat decides to fire one of them.
In case friskiness happens. You heard him, chat. No friskiness.
Oh, hi. Oh! Apparently you guys can make me open packs I don't even have unlocked yet.
Just wait till they touch the remove all money button.
I have been noticing my money changing. And it worries me.
Oh. Oh. Well, let's see. There's been a give 100 from Toshime.
No, I'm immune. I only have 10 coins, and any money change is minimum 13.
Take 100, take 1,000. Ooh, take 10,000.
I would hold off on wasting your crowd control coins on that because I'm pretty sure the game will not let me go into the negatives. So...
Yeah, I was just being silly.
Just being a hash brown.
I don't want one thing I am concerned about is you guys redeeming like the take 10,000. I only have 740, and then suddenly you've wasted all your points for nothing.
I am curious. Does this game have a lose condition? Like, what happens when you have no money?
No, there is no lose condition. I guess it is technically possible to get soft locked. Like, if you do manage to have no money and no stock and such. But I have no idea.
That would take some effort.
Wait, you guys can force the distort. Oh my.
Yep, open store and close store.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
So where's Rex is going? Revenge is mine.
At least I was ready to go open anyways. You did not!
Stimky. Embrace the Stimky. What a great
Okay.
that.
Oh no. Please buy some so I can put this back on the shelf. Anybody? Please? I literally cannot get rid of this.
You can't place it in a. Oh, you don't have a box.
I guess I can put it on a shelf. There.
Can that would not drop. Slightly used can of Stink Be Gone.
There we go. That problem is dealt. Why are there just a whole bunch of boxes everywhere? What are you all doing?
They're probably spawning boxes on you. Either that or your new stalker's a bit lazy.
Oh my... No! No! What?
Oh, wow.
I think that says 2846? Oh my god, why is this a thing?
Well, now you know why the game says, hey, oh.
No, that's a different one. I still don't know what that one does. I might disable it because I don't think it does anything.
It's high FOV is what that was.
Aren't you glad you've got so many friends in chat with points?
We're helping.
Yes, we helping.
Change do the math?
Oh no.
Okay. Oh god. It literally just says do the math.
They're hopeful.
Oh my god, why? Oh good, it's over. Oh. That was... No. I did not like that one.
Hey, we gave away all of Zim's money.
We summoned the math dragons early.
Emond is so helpful.
Of course, I redeem that when there's no customers.
It does last for a minute, so... It's not like it's fully, useless. Now I gotta go turn off the lights. Save my money, since you guys forced me to have another employee.
Oh, there's far worse they could do. They're being good little gremlins right now.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I mean, just look at Geeman. Fingers dancing over the keyboard, points waiting to be spent. Eagles waiting to be shared.
Necromancer's game? What the heck is that? Oh, well, apparently I already own it, so... Okay. Being taken to a shelf.
Necro hamsters, yay!
Seriously, why are you guys just leaving this stuff everywhere?
They're helping.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that polar bear sitting in a chair with a bottle of Coke. How helpful.
No, it is a bottle of cola.
Hola.
Legally not Coca-Cola.
Is a cola-like beverage.
Wait, did you turn the lights back on? It is so hard to tell.
Click.
Costing me
Tonkies.
all the money.
We are helping.
At least turn them on when it's nighttime. Oh, who am I kidding? That's when you guys are going to turn them off on me.
Uh-huh. Listen to those innocent giggles from Geeman.
Oh, I'm glad to know that it does detect when things don't work, because that's why I haven't really done crowd control before, is that worry that you guys exchange real money for stuff to happen, and then it doesn't happen, and I can't refund you.
Do the math.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you for the exact change, especially right now. Oh, hi. Is there anything in this? Why is there just an empty box sitting there?
I think the stalker is just not putting them back at this point. Either that or people just spawning them on you.
There must be something going on. What the frick was that? Really?
Oh my!
That is not what I was expecting when I saw big bills.
I was not expecting that either. I thought it was just gonna be they paying only 100 or something.
Yeah.
Big money indeed, Robert.
Yeah, definitely big money. So see, this is about the time when you guys should turn on the... That is not turning on the lights.
They're helping.
I'm working on the stench!
Stinkies.
Warning. Stink level exceeding normal expectation.
On the
I am
table.
very well aware.
Just as you put the can away, that's when the next stink attack hits.
What's this? Okay, are you guys able to spawn empty boxes? Or am I going...
Maybe?
They can.
Oh! So that's where they
we
came
can.
from.
They're all helping.
Yee.
Gima does enough Gima turns hash browns.
Hi,
Hey,
Zeta.
It's time to duel.
Hey.
It's more, time to... Really? I have made the mistake of enabling crowd control.
It's time to save some electricity. I tried my best.
And how was Where Seda?
I am not too bad. I'm a touch eepy, but not too bad.
Yes, you sound perky for this hour.
Yeah, I've also kind of just been in a bit of a daze for the last, like, 2 for the most part, so it's like, my brain's not entirely melted. And I didn't play Satisfactory today, so we didn't, like, deep fry it either.
I don't know. It
Pickle
seems
sensors.
like it... Oh, God. 1354, I think? Oh,
Oh,
God.
boy.
What? Oh, this is not happening. Am I supposed to... Is it $4?
Now, you're supposed to get 400.
This is what happens when you eat the funny brownies.
Oh, hey, here we go. Oh, that works. Oh, it's 493. Okay. I'm learning how it works. I will master it yet.
But yes, you were saying?
I feel like you get more energy from, Satisfactory.
Up until a point, it's like, you know...
Our community grows.
Where the... Oh, okay. Hello there, King Chaos. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. You were saying there, Seda. Oh my god.
I actually lost my train of thought. Oh, actually, no, yeah, it was Satisfactory. Like, yeah, my mind gets into a zone, but then it just starts overclocking like crazy, and then just like my brain is mush after like 3 or 4 hours. So it's like, you know, just imagine just like deep fried ice cream. Like, it's just, it's not very useful.
Whoosh. Fried Seda with sprinkles?
It
Ah.
has to be rainbow sprinkles.
They have changed the
Yay.
language on me.
Data sprinkles. How's the Sata with all the rainbow sprinkles?
Frick. Thanks for the bread. Why is there even bread in here?
I don't know.
Red and camouflage milk.
Hungry.
Yep.
Like
Get
potato
to the
bread.
street. You know what? That's fine. You can live there now. Oh my. Okay, I won't go work that cash register then.
Yep. If the boss is eating those funny brownies again.
Ugh.
And have some
Good.
milk.
Get out!
Innocent milk.
Well, at least now you guys have turned off the lights at an appropriate time.
We're saving electricity.
Into the street with you.
Wait, no.
Making the milk homeless.
Do you actually get like charged for not turning off the lights?
I believe so.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
That's why everyone's being so helpful tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think Robert got 1,000 points. Geeman got 1,000 points.
I'm well aware.
Jada can get 1,000 points. I'm sure Satan would help you out.
Wait, did you guys just give me a red... What is going on now?
I don't
I'm
even know
not
anymore.
pressing anything.
Okay.
This is your curse. You must open card packs forever.
Hey, the game's playing itself now. You're not needed.
Oh, lovely.
Like it's just the ghost type quirks.
Oh, this must be a new thing in the settings, I think. Rather nice. I don't have to individually push through everything.
Oh, that's nice.
For now.
By the way, Seda, you hear the new update? I am not ready for the store to be open!
New update with what?
Twitch TOS regarding VTubing.
Yes, I gotta put some pants on.
Yeah.
You wear pants?
I do have to wear pants. Apparently my lab coat is not, sufficient clothing.
Also, what did they change that makes the pants needed?
So Twitch has updated the TOS for VTubers that they now have to wear... The hips must be covered, as they put it. Luckily, that's something that I've always had... Well, not always, but... For the last long while, I've had that as a staple on the channel of... Yes, you can take the clothes, but I still have boxers on. But now that's actually a mandatory thing.
Yeah. Though the really strange thing is that they specify that any kind of in-game model is still fine. So if I had, my werewolf all caked up on display, and that's against TOS. But if I upload the same model to VR chat, totally fine.
To be fair, I think more people would be up in arms if they were to be like, nope, this applies to things like VR chat as well, because, you can't exactly control the models of your friends.
I think they tried
Yeah.
that one time, and exactly what you just said happened.
It's like, I know I myself have had friends that have come in with in VR chat. Thankfully not on stream, but they have done it in the past, where they just come in with this giant freaking bulge, and it's like, I have no control over that.
Yeah, I mean, like, you definitely don't have any control over that, but just with how the policy is written, it's just... hold on one moment, sorry. But yeah, just how the policy is written, it's like, yeah, VTubers have to cover up, but your VTuber model in VR chat can't. Or doesn't have to. So it's like... And with how they are very much not addressing, like, furry VTubers, like, the question of, like, hey, is the hips, but it's furry, fine, or is it just all hips, aren't allowed, because it's just... Yeah.
Isn't there a specific exception for if it's within the setting of, in beachwear or something like that? So, like, if you just put an empty pool behind you, suddenly it's okay to be in a swimsuit?
Yes, they have said that. But even then, the hips have to be covered, because, well... That is now the rules, I guess.
Well, I'm just confused by that, because, string bikinis are a thing. Like, how much do the hips have? What is the ratio of coverage that is necessary? What is the mathematical coefficient of coverage that is okay with the Twitch service?
I'm just not going to risk it.
Yeah, that's why, like, I've already messaged, like, my, Iron Wolf, who does, like, a lot of my models, just be like, hey, just put you on the radar here. Next payout, we're putting pants on.
Pants for everybody!
I will say that, Conrad, we are doing a little discount. It would be like $20 for that. $10 for current commissioners, but for others, it's only $20 for getting some boxers added.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's just like, okay, we were working on the deer model. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put the deer model a bit more further back because I've got to put some pants on.
How did this...
Pantalones.
How did this wind up in my hand?
Magic.
You don't remember?
It's gotta be the Bear Tea Act. What do you think, Seda? Zim makes a wonderful bear now, joining the Nub Club.
I agree.
He'll be able to grin and bear it with the rest of us.
I mean, I can still cancel it if you're gonna make all these puns.
I think you've got enough problems at the moment with all the gremlins.
Yeah, I don't need your freaking puns on there.
Look at that close-up of the face. Look at that cuteness.
A very boopable Snoop.
Indeed.
Yeah, Pikachu, I think this is your sign to calm down.
It is.
But yeah, on the Twitch policy, just kind of a ambiguous mess.
I mean,
To
like,
be
it's
fair,
24
isn't that
hours
all of
long.
their policies?
I mean, we just have to look at last year's policy, and yeah.
Yeah, 24 hours of
I
porn.
snuck that fun past the Zim. I wonder if Pikachu.
I caught it, but I'm not allowed to comment.
Yeah, I saw that come out, and I'm like, oh. Well, thankfully I'm not affected, but I know there's a lot of people that are.
Yeah.
Well, technically one of my models is affected, and it's not supposed to be, and that's why I haven't been using the Sable Root model, really. Because, you know, my own personal rule on that is that I have covering there. Otherwise, I classify it as NSFW. I must have parts. But that, like I said, that is my own personal rule on that.
Yeah, the one that I'm kind of like curious, like, I don't think I'm gonna update it, but it's technically, I guess, gonna be skirting the line is my Noodle Dragon.
Yeah, ones
That's-
like that, feral avatars, or ones that are just like, you know, like the Noodle Dragon.
Pharaohs must wear pants.
Like, no. Oh god, I wish I had that sketch somewhere, like...
It's like the House Pets comic. If they don't have a collar on, they're naked. Unsuitable for...
Oh, but gosh, I need to see if I can try to find that sketch of, like, someone put, like, giant, oversized, like, swim trunks on the giant Noodle Dragon. And it was hilarious.
One thing I really wish that Twitch had was just a message send an email here if you just want to question if this is against policy or not. Because I feel like that would make everybody's lives much easier. I mean, well, okay.
I mean, it's what...
Twitch itself probably not, but at least us streamers being able to just reach out and be like, hey, do I really need to put pants on this giant freaking Noodle Dragon avatar I use?
Well, if they didn't make it vague, then they couldn't just enforce it somewhat randomly based on, you know, what makes the money and what doesn't.
And, you know, it's a bit cynical, but it's also fair because if you in complete legal speak, defined where that line is, there are people that are going to go a freaking nanometer from that line.
Oh, yeah. The more precise you make it, the more open to loopholes that it is. And people will abuse the hell out of loopholes.
Yeah. Like, as much as I
Well,
love
it's like you've got...
You first, Martin.
You've got all the streamers that are, you know, practically cam girls that are, you know, up on the top of the front page sometimes even. All you got to do is just sort by recommended, and you know, no matter what age or anything, you'll get bombarded with what's almost softcore porn. They could have done something about this a long time ago, but they haven't because it makes them money and it brings people onto the platform. So of course they got to keep things vague.
Okay, guys, I am going to be disabling one of those redemptions. The forcing to open the store is one that I do not want.
He's fair.
That's very fair.
Because, unfortunately, with this game, I've got a huge amount of work I have to do before I can open the store. So, yeah. And it kind of means that I can't enjoy the game. Which is where I always draw the line, is if I'm no longer having fun, no point in playing.
Absolutely. But you know, on your point, Rajan, it was like, yeah, I feel like if they like define like, you know, hey, fur around the hips is fine. You just start having like, you know, cat girls and stuff to start cropping up because like that's where the line is. So we can kind of like, you know, show some hip here and show some skin here, but you know, it's, you know, not showing the wrong stuff in the wrong places, so it's fine.
I mean, at the end of the day, from Twitch's perspective, it's about maximizing how many advertisers will stay and advertise on the channels while also maximizing what brings in the viewers and the views.
Hmm. Though I remember actually reading a comment a while back. I know, you know, one person was arguing, like, in some regards, a part of the problem is also Twitch being a 13 plus platform as opposed to an 18 plus platform. So, like,
honestly, the whole thing with 13 plus versus 18 plus is like, that's a whole can of worms, because it's the same thing with like Twitter and all the other social media platforms.
Yeah, like
But I'm sorry, go ahead and finish your
yeah, I mean, like, the thing that like makes some of these policies very, I guess, a bit difficult to navigate is that we do have content flags for our streams. Like, we can mark our streams for mature subject matter, sexual themes, drugs, and whatever. I have mine basically constantly set to sexual themes because, like, you know, hey, you know, every time someone gets banned, I have the Satagasm emo pop out of the corner and the nut sound play. The robotic one saying just nut.
Yeah.
Like, am I explicit? No, but like, you know, I feel like, you know, especially when I talk about like LGBTQ topics or, you know, just anything around the furry fandom, like, you know, I'd rather not have to like hold a conversation back because I might cross a line into something that might be a little bit like, you know, not safe for some ears, but it's like, you know, hey, I'd rather just have that safety blanket. I don't want to have minors watching my stream anyway.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I know I definitely can get a bit more risque than what Sata gets to, but in general, I do try to keep it relatively tame. Like, compared to some of the other streams I've seen.
But on those content warnings, if Twitch came out and said, like, you know, hey, if you were to cross XYZ line, you have to mark your stream as, like, under one of these flags, I feel like would probably be a little bit more palatable. But because some of these like lines feel like you can't cross them regardless of how you rate your stream, like it's a difficult area to navigate because like we don't want to get our accounts suspended or banned. Like, you know, the worst thing that we could possibly do is actually get our accounts like a 7-day ban, or worse. Like, I know one of the aspects of like a Twitch ban that can be really damaging for a streamer is that it actually cancels any renewing subs.
Yeah.
So let's just say, you know, I'm subscribed to Zim and then Zim gets banned, and my renewal is coming up during that ban, it doesn't get renewed. So,
or even after I'm done, you have to go in and manually do it.
exactly. So like every week you're banned, you're potentially losing, on average, about 25% of your sub revenue.
I mean, even one problem with Twitch itself is just even missing a single day of stream when you're scheduled to do so can do drastic harm to your channel. Which is why I've been so wary of taking a day off. I have finally done so, but it's always been a concern, like, oh god, how is this going to hurt my channel? Because I have seen, I mean, granted, I am nowhere near the size of the bigger streamers, but I've seen some of their numbers. They lose 10 to 20% of their viewers, if not more, just from having to take a single day off because they're sick. And those are viewers that they have to fight tooth and nail to get back.
Yeah, it's not a fun grind. Like when you talk shop, it's not a fun grind. The journey itself is extra fun, but it's like, oh god, like you take a week off because you're sick. Ow.
Yeah. I know when I haven't taken time off because I was sick, but I did take time off for moving, as well as when one of my grandmas passed away, and that hurt. That hurt the channel so much. Like, it's thankfully something that I think is okay with my channel now, but if I were bigger, I would really feel that impact. Thankfully, I'm small enough still where we're more of a family here, you know?
Yeah, it really depends on like your kind of viewership, because like if you have people who like are only there really for the stream, they don't really interact in the Discord or the social media, and you're not live, well, hey, they watch someone else. Because, you know, if you think about the stream as like a TV show, the fans of the TV show are going to be in the forums. They're going to be looking at the schedule and be like, oh, well, hey, they're canceling this week's episode because, you know, some big event's happening or whatever, or, you know, hey, they want to coincide with this. Or, hey, they're taking a mid-season break, where someone who's just channels view or scrolling is like, oh, well, I guess I wasn't on, so I'll go watch something else.
Yeah. Well, Lucci, that is how I consider you all. Like, sappiness and such aside, that is legit how I consider y'all. It was the premise I built ZGF off of. It's why I don't go out there and just be like, hey, all you random people, get in here! It's always quality over quantity. I don't care if ZGF is a huge community, I care about that it's a good community.
One thing I'm curious about on that note, because I haven't really seen very many channels do this, or at least not super successfully, is like, for example, you are building a community and, you know, you're doing dual streams with artists and stuff. What if in the future, like for example with Rex doing Subnautica, you're able to build ZGF into more than just your own stream, where more people, like, say you did need a day off, you could have people that would more or less keep the stream going.
That is actually something that I've done in the past. I have actually had people in the past on the channel come in and stream in my place when I just needed a day off. I haven't done it in a while, but...
Tato did that way back, right?
Yeah, Tato, K2, and there was someone else who's no longer part of the community, so don't really want to name them, because I don't know if they'd want to be named, but... yeah. But on the same note, that is, there is always a risk involved with that, because you have to really trust the person that you're letting do that. But, like, when I went on my Christmas vacation, I let Taldarius basically run the tabletop streams for me. Sure, I remoted into my desktop to actually start it up, but that was mostly just easier for me to do that than to have him do it. You were gonna say something? Say.
I mean, I was gonna add, like, it also runs the risk of, like, actually, just a quick question. When you had Taldarius running things, like, if I heard it correctly, you still started up your stream, it's still on your stream?
Yes.
Yeah, like, and in some regards, it is still a challenge, because how much of the viewership is coming there for the content and the community, and how much of the viewership is there for you? Because, like, I mean, for example, if, let's just say, Zim was going to be doing Satisfactory for one evening, but then for some reason couldn't, and just approached me saying, like, hey, could you step in? And I said yes. How similar would our streams be? Even if I was hosting it on Zim's channel, how different would they be, to the point would that turn some of the typical viewership away? Because, you know, hey, at the end of the day, a lot of it's about the host.
It is.
Well, the more immediate thought that I had, especially since it more relates to me, is that I'm sometimes on stream doing art. Whiskers is on stream doing art. Like, it's not something that neither of us are particularly in the position for now. But, you know, the potential of transitioning to where, you know, a certain streaming day is dedicated specifically to having that artist showcase. And Zim can have that day off, or, you know, just be in the background doing whatever, or, you know, anything else necessary. Since that's already kind of become part of the channel, is having those artists on.
That is something that is interesting to pursue and think about. The difficulty there is we don't really know how that would work out, because as far as I'm aware, there is no other channel that does that outside of, like, the closest example that I could think of are some of the bigger corporate channels. Like, I know Onyx Path runs various World of Darkness games on their channel. Fantasy Grounds runs games on their channel. But they also get kind of garbage for viewership.
Yeah, it's certainly a complex matter. I mean, like I've mentioned before, if I were in a different position, like if I were looking to try and actually make a living off of my art, as opposed to it just being something I do on the side after I get home from my hourly job, streaming is something I would want to pursue to diversify the income.
Yeah, and, like, the diversifying is actually something that's, like, I think, Ziv, you and I can, like, speak very, very strongly on, is that, like, you never want to be the X streamer. Like, you never want to be the RimWorld streamer or the insert game here stream. Like, because there comes a point where you burn out, and we as streamers can recognize that, like, hey, maybe I should just play this a little bit less, or hey, maybe I've gotten the content that I can get out of this game, or like the enjoyment I can out of this game for like right now, like especially like an early access game. Sometimes you just reach a point where it's like, hey, I can't do anymore. But being forced to continue it is the worst.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of channels out there where I've seen that exact thing happen. Tying your own success to something else, like one particular game, when that game fails, because they all do eventually. Well, not fails, but whatever happens that they lose popularity.
Yeah, like I've
You're
seen
dead.
like some games that. Go on, sorry.
Oh, I literally was just finishing it. But your channel's dead.
Yeah. Like I've seen I remember when I was really getting into PC gaming, you had games that centered all around like StarCraft 2 or PlanetSide 2, and like the health of your channel, if you go all in on that growth for like a particular game, you are then like inexplicably tied to that game. Where if you diversify early on, where it's like, hey, like I'm having a lot of success in RimWorld, but hey, I'm gonna do some Stardew Valley and this and stuff. You create an identity that's more than just a single game.
For some examples, Fortnite streamers. So many of them popped up and got so much popularity, and now like it's still got popularity, but it has drastically dropped off from where it was. And I have seen a lot of channels completely die because of it. They were so thoroughly tied into the Fortnite scene that once Fortnite lost some popularity, they were dead. Asmongold, like the biggest World of Warcraft streamer, I know that he's faced some loss of viewership with Blizzard having all of its nonsense going on behind the scenes and World of Warcraft itself falling out of style. I believe
I'm sure he's currently at an all-time high because he pivoted to being a variety and React stream. But I think it took him a while to get past the World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's the thing, is trying to break out of that mold later on rather than early. Sure, you enjoy some early popularity, but at that point, you run into the problem of you've built your community around this. So if you try to separate from it later on, you're going to lose a lot of your community. And if you've got things that require finances, that require funding to actually continue working on it, like if you've got employees and such, losing that viewership, you can't afford to pay employees, you can't afford to keep various things that you've got going on going.
Yeah.
Yep.
In terms of the art streaming thing, though, I was talking about like actually streaming my art and diversifying the income that I would make from art by making multiple income streams from doing what I was already doing. And regarding burnout there, yes, burnout would still exist, and it would technically be in the same category as being an tech streamer, like being an art streamer. But I feel like it's at least a step away from being that with a game streamer, because whenever I do feel that burnout with art, the best thing for me to do is to pivot to interesting new projects with art, things that I haven't done before. So like if I'm feeling tired from doing specific work or doing rendered things, then I would try to do some interesting studies or, practice things that I haven't practiced before. And that usually brings it back pretty quickly. And it's still art.
Oh yeah, like you can definitely like theme an art stream around a lot of variety, where you have like hey, here is a sketchy day, or a raffle day. Here is a commission day. Here is a self-improvement day, or like an art help day. Like, hey, here's a pseudo art class or whatever. Like, you can mix it up a lot.
When it comes to... So when we're talking about X streamers, we're more referring to you are tied to one specific game.
Yeah.
Art itself is a different situation where it's got so much in there that you can get into, and not just the... it's not as tied down as, like, being a WoW streamer or a RimWorld streamer.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify because being an X streamer came like immediately after I was talking about the interest of in the future being an art streamer. So.
Yeah. I mean, actually, like, talking about, like, pivots a little bit, like, I remember I think the best examples for me in my mind of really good pivot was actually Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit had the skill set on Raw Radio and then started doing YouTube with Cataclysm videos, and then very quickly pivoted to doing World of Warcraft kind of mailbox videos and coverage, and then not long after transitioning to just general gaming. So his mailboxes were no longer just WoW themed, they were general gaming themed, and then started doing first impressions and reviews. Like, all in basically, like, 2 years, I think. Just enough to learn the skill sets needed to focus, specialize, and grow, but then diversify, when the hype started going down, as opposed to, like, riding it out.
Another streamer I've seen a couple that have done it pretty well, but Admiral Baru is another good example. He was basically the Borderlands 2 streamer for a while, and then he pivoted towards variety gaming pretty successfully. It took a while. There was that initial drop of losing all the people that were just there for Borderlands, but overall, the growth went up.
It is absolutely possible to pivot. The biggest barrier to being able to pivot to different type of content is simply getting over that hurdle. The hurdle itself, the loss before you can rebuild back up. Because, like the example I said before, if you have employees and such that you rely on to maintain your channel and you lose enough income, you can't afford to keep them. And then are you going to be able to continue to provide the same content? Are you able to adjust your livelihood, the way you live your life? I guess not livelihood, but are you able to adjust?
Keep up your can you sustain yourself? Like,
yeah.
With that change?
Can you switch from, having 5-course dinners to maybe having ramen for dinner for a while? That kind of, maybe not that drastic of change, but something along those lines.
Yeah, I think if you're having 5-course dinner off of whatever, multimedia platform you're getting your income off of, I think a little bit of diversification can, like, not really hurt you.
Oh yeah.
Also, bear with me one moment. I need to get through a lozenge.
Okay. I'll wait until that for him to continue what I was gonna say. And that's alright, Pikash. I hope you guys out there are enjoying this line of conversation here. I personally find it very fascinating to go over this kind of stuff.
Is it interesting stuff to hear?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum bum ba dum bum ba da dum bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. I really do not like this new layout for the duplicates. I don't understand what this is meaning. Ugh.
Oh, sorry about that.
No worries. But part of what I'm kind of referring to is like, say Markiplier. If I recall, he's got a mansion. He has expanded his living expenses to a point that if he were to suffer, you know, a loss of 50% of his income, there's no way that he could continue it unless he managed to plan ahead really well. Which a lot of the streamers that we see fall into that are because they just outgrew what and did not plan for possible problems.
Lifestyle creep is a thing, and you should be careful.
Yes. It is very much of a thing that... And that's kind of part of what determines it. It's like, if you lose your ability to create content, period, and especially if you can't even maintain quality to the point that your viewers now expect, you're going to lose even more. Because, like, trying to switch from one kind of content, from doing specifically this kind of content, Fortnite, Borderlands, whatever it may be, trying to switch from that specific content to something else, and your lifestyle means have changed and you're not able to at least maintain quality, you're going to lose those that would stick with you otherwise for, you know, some of them are not just there for Fortnite or Borderlands or whatever. But you'll lose them if you drop content quality. If you start doing less streams, less broadcasts, less recordings, videos, etc., etc. It's part of why I definitely am very careful about how much I let my lifestyle creep. Granted, as you'll see, my lifestyle kind of sucks anyways, but that's beside the point. Also, I'm firing you. I cannot afford to keep you.
Aw. I just got hired. Okay, bye.
Not you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, you think you can afford to just not have a job in this, to quit this job to find a new one in this economy? You're trapped here forever. And now I have killed the voice chat, oh no. I think I got too real, guys.
Look, it's fine. I totally am. Things are totally fine. No, they are not fine.
I'm gonna hop off for a little bit. I'll be back soon.
Oh,
Take care.
bye. Hey, Spooky.
Take care, bye.
Also, Slash, I have no idea if Rex is awake.
But actually, I kind of want to jump on one of your previous points, Zim. Like, I feel like, a part of the reason why, like, I'm definitely, like, very stuck on, I want to try to continue to do as much as I can for as long as possible, because it can be very difficult to determine, hey, is this, like, spike of growth that I'm having something that I can sustain and, invest in, or do I just kind of have to, like, wait until we get to the next kind of, like, trough before I determine what to do?
Yeah, it is definitely difficult to figure out that balance. Trying to determine where to go with things and what to do to maintain them. There is so much to think about when it comes to streaming. So many plans and so many things that you have to carefully consider. Of course, I'm preaching to the choir here on that, because you know that well, but, well, the other,
I mean,
those out there that don't know it.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, it's like, yeah, it's a difficult dance, because, you want to play the games you have fun with, but you want to also play the games that, allow you to grow. You want to play enough the same game so people, stick around you for the same vibe, but not too much of the same game because people can get bored. It's like basically at the end of the day, introducing enough change to keep people interested, but not too much change to scare people away.
Exactly. And even then, you gotta consider some other factors with it as well. Like,
I mean, just think it. Oh, go on. Sorry, I was gonna be silly.
I love Guild Wars 2. MMOs do not do well. So, occasionally I'll still do it without an artist, but I do at least. It's something that I know the numbers say. I gotta have an artist to do Guild Wars 2. Otherwise, I'm not going to see growth out of it. And I hate going with that whole numbers game, but well, at the end of the day, this is both a hobby and a business. And I gotta make decisions that work for the business.
Yeah, and like, oh, go on.
Ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
When I was gonna say, and yeah, it's something that like for any streamer who wants to take it, try to invest in their channels and grow. It can be very easy to take things, and like I've been very guilty of this myself, like, kind of taking things for granted, taking things as is because, hey, you gotten to this point, hey, you can kind of like coast here, it's fine.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's a dangerous one.
But yeah, no, in some regards, if you aren't taking the hard decisions, and I mean like looking at how content's being received, looking at what works, what doesn't work, learning to kind of develop that kind of gut of, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I think like the biggest one for me is like, oh, I've started this playthrough of this game. Do I see the playthrough to the end and, reward people who've been sticking around, or do I like cut it short because, hey, it might just end up killing my channel if I keep on playing this game. But like developing that kind of like inner gut of like when to continue content, when to stop it, is something that you gotta take seriously. Because if you just decide, hey, I'm just going to be the Armello streamer, and I'm gonna do nothing but Armello. I'm gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. Sue me, Nintendo. Yeah, you're gonna run into a lot of roadblocks.
Yeah.
So, why?
Why not? But I'm guessing you're asking why does the new air purifier look like a new
Copy
age
machine?
Dalek?
Oh, I was thinking copier. I got a copy machine.
We gotta copy those fresh scents.
But it's also like it's so huge compared to those. And is it even going to give me any benefits for having it here taking up
Look,
space?
Look, it's not about the size of your air purifier, it's how you use it.
Does it spray twice at least? Like, automatically just
Hey, one way to find out is science.
Oh, it looks so amusing.
I'm just imagining that when it sprays, it's just all of these this whole magazine of bottles is just.
Yeah, no, I'm just imagining he just roams around the store, just being like, exterminate scents, exterminate, exterminate. Your scents would be exterminated.
Okay, I think I'm gonna head to bed now. And thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining. Sleep well.
Thank you. And good night. Have a good one
night.
now.
Well, I guess we'll open and see what monstrosity that thing's gonna bring about. Or even if it's gonna do anything.
I mean, I guess the real test, you probably should have put that in the immediate doorway as opposed to, like, let the two ones that actually work do their thing. Because it's going to be hard to determine, I guess.
True. But it would also, I think, completely block the entrance.
What, you can't upgrade your doors?
No.
Sucks. You know, eventually this store's going to get so big that it's going to become a fire hazard.
Yes.
And you don't want to upset Fire Marshal Dart.
But he's such a cute little puppy. Here, have some tea.
You win this round.
I'm
still going to have to give you a minor infraction, though.
Okay, I will solve your fraction. Yeah, delimited. I was not expecting all of the canisters to go where they did, but it looks like it's got a freaking bandolier there. At the least, it'll be useful for people that make it past the first two pillars.
The bastions have fallen.
Ah, you thought the little pillars were my only defense. No. Behold the T1000! At least I think that's what it was
Oh, you
called.
said T?
Yes.
Tea.
Would you like a cuppa?
I would like a cup of tea. I've not actually had a cup of tea today.
Well, no wonder your brain ain't working.
You've been nothing but a thorn in my side since day one. But I am from Tokyo, the great, and I'm not. Be outdone. Welcome to Fan Tokyo Spectacular.
Yeah, that kind of explains a lot there, Seda.
I can't have tea injected into my veins like 24/7. Just unpractical.
Well, maybe not into your veins, but we could put it into a stomach pump.
Hey,
But the tea, the enjoyment of tea, the aroma, the having the hot mug in your hands.
Also, thank you so much for joining today, Whiskers. Rest well. I really like it when customers come in and buy a variety of stuff instead of just 10,000 of one item. Just feels more realistic to me.
And you then have me come in and be like, I'd like to buy all your plushies, please.
That's okay, because we've got multiple varieties of plushes. Let me send off thumbnail thing to Whiskers real quick, everybody. Alright. You know, you guys were so crazy with that crowd control earlier, and now that now that you guys have gone to sleep. Puppet on a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. Well, that certainly seems to be doing a good job. When you guys make everybody stink. Of all the things you could have done. Just had to go that route.
You know, see, what we need to do is we need to play, like, tower defense, but with the, air purifiers. Actually, are they coming through, like, the back end of the store?
No, I do have it shut off for them not be able to come in that way. Even though the door is open, there's a sign next to it where it's like, please use main door. But yeah, they, I have decided that, speaking of tower defense, I think my first actual game will be a tower defense. It's something that I could start off pretty, simple and expand later if I decide to go back to it, you know? But it'll let me get my, you know, my paws wet in the water for developing games and such. With something that I actually enjoy, you know? Though, granted, with that, I'm struggling to keep my brain from going full... But I could do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and we could have that, and we could have that, and we could also make it so that they can do this, and this, and this, and oh, and what about that? Oh, yes, there's so many ideas! My brain comes up with a lot of ideas way too easily. Oh my god! Oh, thank you so much for the exact change. not 69, 692, I think. Okay, cool. Oh. Oh, thank God it's back. am way too familiar with that delimited. It's kind of why, even though I know multiple people that are like, just finish Scar, on me, it's like, nope, I can't. I need other projects. I need other things so I can keep the interest going. I need to jump around from this subject to that subject. Trust. Thanks for the milk. And there's an ADHD moment. Wait, what the hell is on the bottom of this? You know what? I think I'm good. Let's just move it out to the street. I really hope that these will disappear, you know, between one save and the next, you know, time I play it. Because so far they're not disappearing. Do 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 do. All these people sitting at my tables, not paying me, just waiting for somebody to come sit with them to play a game. Pay me! You're at my table, you pay me for the full time. Also, did you all know that Seda is cute?
Hello.
Oh my...
Hello. The Seda you're trying to reach is not available right now. Please leave your name and message after the dart. Dart.
Hello? 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 Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Seda? Dart? I know you're screening your calls, but I need to talk to you. I know you're there. Seda? Hello?
Sorry, but the dart antenna you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please leave a message.
But I was just leaving a message!
I mean, really, what I should do is I should just have, like, you know, an extremely elaborate set of different options for, like, hello, the Seda you're trying to reach is unavailable at the moment. Please listen to one of the following options to determine how we can best redirect your call.
Hey there, Kitsu. And my shop is stinky because I've got crowd control enabled and they decided to make that happen. Yeah, I suppose you do have, you know, your TF lab, your dart, the Seda deer, Seda mouse.
It's like, if you'd like make an inquiry about the testing facility, please press 1. If you would like to hire the services of Dart or the rest of Team Astrodon for a Mystery Dungeon related quest, please press 2. If you would like to make a claim on any property damages caused by the Noodle Dragon, press 3. If you'd like to report sightings of the mythical Seta deer, press 4. If you would like to listen for more options, press 5. I'm sorry, that's the best I can come up with off the top of my head at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure we can probably come up with like at least 10 options. If you would like technical support from the Protogen, press 6.
No, what we do is we come up with, you know, like 50 options. And so then they hit 1 and they want to go on to, like, press 0. And then instead they get option 1. Then they have to hang up and dial back to try again.
Or that, or we just design a system where it just be like... This concludes the series of first sound options. If you'd like to go to the next page of options, press the pound key. If you'd like to go to the previous page, press the star key. And
I
you
like the limited.
and you always mess up which one's the pound key and which one's the star key in the heat of the moment. Yes, I know one looks more like a star, but still, I mess it up.
I was gonna say, like, I've never messed that up, but, sure?
It's also partially, like, the phone system, like, okay, I press the pound key, nothing happens. Well, was it the other key?
Ah, yes.
And then you start just questioning life, because, like, wait, is life failing me, or am I failing at life?
Let's, of course, not forget the, voice prompt ones, where it's like, just say what you want. Okay.
If you would like help with, transformation services, please say help. Rockruff, I'm sorry, I do not understand.
God, there is nothing that annoys me more than when I call a company and they've got the frickin' say what you want bull crap.
Reconnect you with an agent. Please say out the letters of your confirmation number, such as D as in David. Like go on and on. It's like, do I just say the letters, or do I say the letters with, like, the description? Are you guys gonna give me a list of this? Why couldn't I just change my flight online, damn it?
Call Harry. Locking doors. Call Harry. Collapsing suspension. God, the number of times that I have tried to get my Alexa to do something. Because, like, every night before I sleep, I listen to a audiobook. And I set a sleep timer on it. And so I'll go, you know, Alexa, set a sleep timer for 20 minutes. And she just decides that I stopped speaking once I say timer. And so she's like, okay, I'll set a sleep timer. How long do you want it for? 20 minutes. I'm sorry, I did not understand that. Could you repeat? 20 minutes! Okay, setting sleep timer for 2 hours. I said 20 minutes!
I mean, look, at least we're not doing a voice-activated GPS navigation system.
Oh, God. At your earliest convenience, please drive off the cliff.
In 500 meters, take a right onto the I-69. Recalculating. 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 In 50 meters, make a U-turn.
But... This is a one-lane road.
U-turn.
It's a one-lane road!
Recalculating.
1 meter. Please head 90 degrees to the southeast.
Voice activation it's gotten some nice advancements, but at the same time, it is so dumb.
I mean, at least we haven't gotten to, like, freaking AI voiceovers for the stores.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, attention, Scar Critter shoppers! We have a daily special on Tetramon booster packs. Buy 2, get the third one 50% off. Offer ends in 57 minutes. Hurry, shoppers, before this exciting deal ends.
Oh, God. Except I have heard that at grocery stores.
But they're more pre-recorded as opposed to, like, AI.
True, true. And then again, with the way that AI is going nowadays, how can you really be sure?
True. I would say the only certainty is, budget.
Yeah, but most of it's getting free.
Hmm.
Though, I will also say, apparently AI has gotten even more scary.
How so?
One of those random articles that I wound up looking at and reading. Apparently AI helped a math student at a college build a fusion reactor in their bedroom. The amount of knowledge that's available because of AI. And how horribly wrong it could go for trying to do something like that is terrifying. It's like, why, if it were anything like that, it could have gone so terribly wrong. So terribly, horribly, horrifically wrong. Sure, it didn't. But considering the examples we've seen of doing Google searches with their own AI nonsense, one wrong thing from that AI, and boom. Well, no, they're not that hard. Like, okay, they are, for the common person, they're hard to make, but it's still a matter of dealing with things like that is incredibly dangerous. So the fusion reactor was an actual, it was not actually making power. So even though they were calling it a fusion reactor, it was not actually creating power, but otherwise it was actually generating the plasma, it was doing everything else, just wasn't generating power.
Yeah. Fusion reactors are possible, just not power positive yet.
Yeah. And I won't deny, it's like this kid did it for $2,000, and I'm like, huh. If AI could walk me through that, I could make that money back. And I had a power positive one, I could make that money back in, you know, less than a year with my power bill. I'm sure it could power all of my electronics, right? Kazari, I had that thought and was like, no, I know I could not pull that off, and that would be so dangerous. How many people out there would not, would think that, oh no, I could do this, let's do it! Oh, I'm aware of that, burn-in, but he did an entirely different thing.
Yeah, the fusion we're talking about is most likely 2 hydrogen atoms turning into helium.
If you know where to look, Delimited, you'd be surprised what you can get here in the US. And legally. It's just a matter of finding the right place to get it from.
You know, that is such a vague statement that I could apply to a lot of things.
Yes! Welcome to the scary world of the internet!
Have a look around.
Here's some popcorn.
God, actually, I'm just remembering now, like, it was like, what, summer of 2010 or something, when, like, the Tor website got, like, a lot of media coverage, and you just had the list of, here's everything you can do on the Tor website, and it's like, this is a lot of really shady stuff.
Oh,
Holy
yes.
heck.
Ah, yeah, I remember Tor. There is some really scary stuff out there on the net if you know where to look. And even if you don't know where to look, because you can wind up stumbling upon it and regretting all of your life choices.
I don't think you accidentally stumble upon the dark web.
No, my brother did manage to do that. I still don't know how he managed to accidentally do it. I just know he called me up one day and was like, what? So why can I just... Is it legit that I could just buy all of these credit cards? I'm like, what? He's not the brightest cookie in the bunch. But yeah, I'm like, nope, that is highly illegal. Don't do that. You use those, you will be in a lot of trouble. Those are not legal to use. I know, right, Lucci? I mean, just look at all of these weird people that pretend to be anthropomorphic animals here on the internet.
I love how, like, furries are, like, one of the go-to, like, yeah, the internet's a weird place, and dangerous, just look at these guys, and then it's like, we're actually, like, some of the most wholesome bunch around.
I know, right?
You also have duck.
We're some of the most wholesome around. We are actually kind.
I mean, that's debatable. Like, you know, the thing with the furry fandom is that we're such a big umbrella. We do have our bad apples in there, but we do our best to try to, like, root them out. But it's like, you know, we're weird, but we're having fun. Kind of weird, not hurting anyone.
Exactly.
Like,
and yeah, you're right. There's bad apples in every group, which is something that I always emphasize, is because, you know, you get people that are like, furries are just a bunch of sex fiends, and it's like, have you looked at the entirety of mankind? Have you seen what they do?
I would really love to go down this conversation, but I'm like, you know what?
I think I'm gonna leave it at that myself.
Yeah. Like, I have points to make, but you know what? This is supposed to be happy, fun stream.
Yeah, I was kind of planning to just leave it at that. Just leave that hanging there for a moment, move on.
Just leave that thought dangling there. right in front of everyone.
Also, apparently
Right.
I'm
We gotta put some pants on the thought.
ear.
Apparently what?
I'm pecking the dart's ear.
Can you stop, please?
Oh yeah, so that might be a slight problem. I changed the reactive so that way they were a little bit slightly more bunched up, so that way you guys didn't get shrunk so small when there's a bunch of people in here. I did not foresee this circumstance.
It's like, look, what could possibly be in my ear that is so interesting?
Quack. Bread quack.
Well, that card plummeted in value.
Like, Jet, why'd you spend all of our gold on this mechanical duck?
I thought it might be useful. as a distraction and such for the monsters.
Well, it certainly is distracting.
I think I messed up with this one.
You think?
Quack.
We'll just make sure to use it right away. Okay, all right. Yeah, that'll work. We'll get rid of it right away.
Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Wait, what?
Quack. 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 Quack.
Get down, Mr. President. God, Dart would make an excellent bodyguard.
Oh my god, no, go, god. Oh.
What's up? What's up, boss? Did you get bitten by a vampire? You look like death. It's like, what's up, boss? Actually, that does remind me of a Scar-related question.
Yes.
What, if it exists, what would the equivalent of sturdy be in the Scar system?
It does not exist yet. But that is absolutely something that I could put in. I haven't sat down to go through the actual, Pokemon abilities yet to find things that, you know, would make sense for that we could adapt to Scar. But Sturdy is one that I could absolutely adapt. But that's also why I was like, hey guys, if you've got any particular specific Pokemon abilities you want, let me know. But either way, it would be a feat. So.
Coolio. Yeah, that was something that I've been keen to port over at some point, but I keep on forgetting to do it. Because I do like that. I do like that aspect of Dart's character, just like.
Well, let's see. How would we want to work that in? Really?
Really? I think this is chat's way of telling you to go home. You work too hard. Take a vacation.
I don't even have a home. That is actually one thing that I appreciate about big ambitions, but for this game, for these kinds of games, it's like I literally just live in my store. Apparently.
Yes, you do.
I end the day in my store, and I start the day in my store. That is it to my life.
You actually just like find the little empty cardboard box with the card packs, and you just like curl up inside it, and just go to bed like a good boy. But with a little bit of a sad violin twist.
Yeah. Emphasis on the sad. Alright, so how would we want Sturdy to work? Because I don't mind taking a moment from the game to figure this out real quick.
Because I know on a technical aspect, the Pokemon ability works where if you are at full health and would take lethal damage, you actually live on 1 HP. I did like the other implementation that we had in the previous system where it was the first instance of lethal damage you would take, you actually live on, but it had a cooldown. Which I think felt was a bit more appropriate for a tabletop transition as opposed to a game mechanic video game
balancing.
Because it actually feels like something you'd use, because how many, especially in like a later stage of an art tabletop, how many times are you going to be at full HP and just get nuked?
Yeah, it's very unlikely. Also, hey there, New Year's.
Hello.
And I would believe that is what the second story on the building is for, but we don't have a staircase or anything up to it. I don't know how people get up there.
They clearly turn into bats and fly up there.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Well, you know, we could make it one of the metal affinities. Because we don't have three of the metal affinity feats yet.
Gimon, can you please stop quacking in my ear? It is rather distracting. Jet. Next time, we're gonna have to have a word about your purse.
What was that?
This thing keeps on quacking. I'm trying to read my book.
I can't hear you. What was that about a rook? Are you trying to play chess? There's this ringing in my ears ever since it went boom.
Crack.
Hey, Salt.
How did this thing not destroy itself?
And yeah, just simply, I think the first time you would be put in, you know, any of the down states, you survive at 1 HP. We can have it be that way. Very simple. You can use it once per, I think we'll do once per rest. So you can get it back with a short rest.
Yeah. Because because I feel like, I mean, actually, like, a short rest and, like, how they had it in the previous system was, like, I think pretty similar, because I think, like, the previous one was, like, once every hour, which I think was a bit overkill, to be honest. But yeah, like, I think every rest is good, because that, you know, basically covers a scene.
Yeah. Though the question is, do we want to go with the name Sturdy and make it too close to the Pokemon ability, or do we want to come up with a different name? I guess Sturdy is pretty generic of a name, of a term.
Is, like, the word resilient covered? Or steadfast?
We have resilient vigor and steadfast willpower.
God damn it. Because I personally would probably move away from Sturdy as a name if we're kind of, like, making it our own, because, like, it feels more structural than anything else.
Well, considering some of our names are Get Behind Me and Your Burden is Mine and such, we could call it That'll Buff Out.
Oh my lord. It's just a flesh wound.
Yes, that's what we'll go with.
Well, I'd probably say come up with a better name, but in the flavor text, it's just a flesh wound.
I don't know. I like that name.
God damn it! Why are you listening to 4 a.m. Seda? This is a terrible idea.
Crack. Registering name to database. Crack.
Oh, hi. Okay, that legit startled me.
It's like, hello, it's time to open up your packs.
Jeez. I'm sitting here typing this up for the freaking document and just ba-dee, ba-dee, ba-dee. Maybe for balance sake, we should make it where if you would be put into unconscious or death, it'll put you into the next stage, the next lesser stage. And then if you go into an incapacitated, you would resist with 1 HP. No, I think that'll make it too complicated.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just like the idea of it just being an ability where it's like, okay, the first time you would go down, you don't, but...
Oh my god. Why?
Hey, I thought you wanted to see the world from a new perspective.
I could think of far better perspectives.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll shrink you down to waist height.
That would be preferable to this.
The way they were walking. Poke, poke, poke. Just love how it's the edge of your ear. It's
Alright, you are able to resist damage that would put you into one of the down states. If you would take damage that would incapacitate, render you unconscious, or outright kill you, you survive with 1 HP. This feat may trigger once per rest.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much identical to how we had it before, and that... It was, like, powerful enough to have some really cool story moments, but, like, it's not, like, broken. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I still really love that moment.
It is a good one.
And actually, that's kind of reminding me, do we have a... I know we have a similar mechanic to kind of like the overcharge kind of state, like...
So Overcharge got turned into the Vigor push, or the Vigor Overcharge.
Vigor Overcharge, and what does that do in its current iteration? Might be
You
quite out
are
of date.
you are able to spend a point of Vigor in order to either make 9s explode or make 6s count as successes on your roll.
But you can't do both.
Correct. You can also use it to add an extra die. Though almost nobody has used that feature.
Might be worth removing then, just for simplicity's sake.
Yeah.
I think like you get enough with like the teamwork bonuses, that if you're really worrying about that extra dice, you're probably going to ask a little help from your friends as opposed to
Yeah.
doing it all yourself.
Yeah, and I like the teamwork things.
A lot of people do. I have been really happy to see that. Because, of course, that was one of those random brainchild things that my brain decided, yes, let's do this. And not all of those have worked out.
Well, I think that thing that works well with the teamwork aspect is that it does encourage a little bit of engagement from everyone, especially from when you have the larger groups. Because, like, hey, we want to do something. Oh, you're good at this. You're good at that. Hey, let's bring our resource together. Even though one person's making the role and doing the action, everyone has a little bit of a contribution.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
Also, I love how we sort of enhanced it in Scrolls Adventures to allow teamwork and the relevant skill.
Yes. Originally that was not the case, but hey, that's why we are in playtest. We can enhance things and adjust things to fit what we feel is best. Because sometimes I will put in something that is, it doesn't work, or it would be better, more adjusted and enhanced. Alright, well, I unlocked the next tier of the Destiny cards. However, I cannot afford to get them.
God, this card shop sucks.
I'm doing my best.
Not good enough. Where am I going to send all my disposable income?
The new Destiny pack you unlocked?
The rare one, I think? Yeah, rare Destiny pack.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. That will be useful very soon. And by very soon, I mean right the heck now. I'm gonna go throw this on the shelf and hopefully update the pricing immediately before somebody buys it. There we go. Boom. Thank you. Where are you going with that box? At least he didn't take this box. Because I plan on opening packs out of it. I stocked the shelves in full. Now I open the rest. Ooh, full art card. We are going to be sitting here a while waiting for all of these cards because they're all new. And most of them are not worth even having. Oh boy, Lucci. What are you about to do to me? While he doesn't have a huge line, I'll go keep opening these and let him handle the customers. And this is when somebody decides to fire one of my employees. God, that would suck. Well, actually, that does beg a question for me. I'll have to check my phone in a moment.
What's the question?
Is there a cost to, Is there a cost to rehire somebody that's been fired? Or is it just a minor inconvenience? Because if there is a cost to rehire, I definitely do not... Oh, hi. Thank you, Lucci. I was about to go deal with the line, but, Ah, okay, we are going to be, canceling that. Or turning off that feature, because that is just mean. Or maybe increasing the cost of it. Oh my... So apparently large bills applies to the credit card as well. Oh my...
I actually like that. That's a good one.
11. Okay.
Hey, you need the big bills when you're on a warped perspective.
Yeah, but I can't actually freaking put out the stuff.
Right, God, no, you just pushed the duck closer to my ear.
Trigon!
What's up? What is it?
Hello!
Hello? Y'all are very loud.
I'm happy to see you.
Did you enjoy my little treat?
Oh, that was you!
Well, I mean, just figured since you had such big bills, you needed more screens, you know, to see them all.
I was trying to check people out quicker. Because the line was
you
huge.
check everybody out with a bigger screen.
But how are you, Rygoth?
No, I'm not food.
It could be a bit
I'm not
better.
bread.
Hey.
Right.
I think that Dart is made of hash browns.
Nom 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 nom.
Disgruntled dart noises.
It's okay. You've got it's only a flesh wound. You'll survive.
Is this even getting through any of my resistances?
Probably not.
It's duck type.
Oh god, don't tell Argus that. God, if someone clipped that and sent it to Orm, I would not hear the end of it.
Why would you say anything? Because now people are going to.
Yeah, Seda, you know how the chat works.
What, don't you want content engagement, Zim?
I do. Rygon cute.
What can I do for you?
You're cute.
Be cute.
Right.
What have you been up to?
I've been kind of floating this evening. I haven't really been in the mood for anything. I figured I'd pop in here and at least say hi.
Fair enough.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Hey there, Danica. How are ya? Really?
I'm right in front of the Raiders too, Zim.
Hey, that is not my fault. But yeah, welcome in, Danica. How are you? How was your stream? Thank you so much for that raid. Little EP, but you had a good one? That's really good to hear. You were playing Hades and you managed a few more escapes? Nice! Let me get you a shout out. If I can type today. I unfortunately don't know enough about Hades to know how impressive that is, or not impressive, or what the situation is there, but nice! As long as you had fun, that's what's important. Oh, jeez. I was gonna go open packs, and then I move and get jump scared by a pack opening.
Well, you really shouldn't be that surprised. I mean, how many people have tried to get on this boat that shouldn't be on that boat? Dude probably smacks a heck of a lot of people with his oar.
True, true.
Quack. No quack.
There is much many crack in your ear.
None of it is making any sense.
He is helping you learn the language of duck. Quack.
I just thought it was bringing back trauma from Dark Drowning so many times.
Oh, that too. I mean, we have been revisiting that slightly. We thankfully didn't have to cross the river.
Yeah, now we've got Jet having the trauma. Then again, is it really trauma so much as just paranoia?
Yes. Living is traumatic.
Touche.
A person with paranoia is just living spicy.
Have bread, quack?
No, I don't have bread. I have... Okay, you know, I say that.
You know that they can't digest it.
Yeah, they're a robot.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use my creative solutions. I'm gonna use my bread wand to summon a piece of... a loaf of bread over there.
That would be pretty creative.
No, it's still paranoia. It's just paranoia that happens to be right. I should know. Is there any reason why all your stuff is behind the counter where they can't reach you?
They are able to walk back there, but to me it feels more like a proper card shop this way.
Okay.
Because, you know, when you walk into an actual card shop, all of the product is, or at least for cards and such, they're behind the counter, so I just like it
Do
this way.
that. Plebeian. Fetch me my cards.
Quack.
Well, I mean, these card packs are really easy to just walk off with.
I didn't say there wasn't a reason. It just makes me feel nice and rich being able to just order that. Because technically, I could just walk in, order them to, you know, fetch as many cards as I want off the shelves, and then walk out and force them to put them all back up.
Well, that's just rude.
Oh yeah. But that's what, you know, that's what non-plebeians do, apparently.
Get out of my shop, we're closed.
Okay.
No, you're one of the employees. You don't get to leave.
The dart is just at one of the windows, one paw up on the glass, just staring forlornly back inside as it starts to rain.
There's a duck in his ear.
Please, please let me back in. There's this weird duck outside and he keeps on pecking at my ear.
The water starts to rise a little bit.
I promise I won't tear open the card packs again. Please?
Okay, fine, you can come in. Jeez.
Too bad we don't have an artist on stream. That would be an amusing picture.
We just need to time it to like some really sad music, just like In the Arms of the Angels or something like that, just being like... Every day, poor defenseless rock roughs are being pecked by random ducks. Being left outside in the elements, they must fend for themselves. In a harsh and unforgiving world. For as little as 69 cents a day, you too can provide a loving home for these poor abandoned puppies.
I'm sold. Come here.
Legit though, if I did own a store and there was a rockruff just sitting outside, it would be living in the shop from then on.
Just store
To be
mascot.
honest, if you saw a rockruff, you would do it no matter what situation you were in.
Fair. You're coming home with me. We're having soft tacos later.
Can I even eat soft tacos?
I mean,
We're
of
having
course.
rock tacos later.
You should have been around yesterday. I was on one of my, what do you call it? Immersive ramblings.
I mean, I was around yesterday. I was streaming. We were doing Rex's birthday party.
Oh, happy birthday to Rex.
Sorry, not birthday. Completely non-celebratory party, non-party, yeah.
So a job?
Sure!
Spooky Shanu wants everyone to hydrate.
I was already doing this. I was middle gulp.
Done.
I hydrated again. I hope you're happy.
Crack.
The
I
duck
think-
won't leave me alone.
I think the duck wants some.
Spooky Shanu is petting Dart.
Thank you.
Anyway, the reason why I bring that point up, I was doing a little bit of world building, right?
Yeah.
And I had to figure out how the omens, one of my species, slots into stuff. They're psychopops, right? So they guide the spirits of the dead. I'm like, okay, well, how do they go about doing this? Like, how does the system work and whatnot? And it's one of those kind of rabbit holes that as you dig, it keeps getting bigger and deeper. Then I eventually came out with what I think is actually a fairly reasonable, like, assumption of how, like, the universe works. And I was like, huh, okay. So, like, just to give, like, a very short little thing. You know afterlives and souls, right?
Yeah.
Well, one thing that always bothered me in a lot of other media is like, okay, well, why should these gods or goddesses or whatever, why should they care if any souls, enter into their afterlife? Like, why should that all be part of a system? Why can't you just be like, you die, and that's it, that's the end of it. So I thought about it really hard, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe them entering into the afterlife serves some kind of purpose. So I came up with something known as the all-existence versus the all-nothing, right? Pretty easy concepts to understand. The all-existence is literally everything ever, and the all-nothing is nothing exists at all, not even void. So in order for existence to essentially be maintained, I'm like, okay, well, maybe existence has to keep reminding itself that it exists in, like, a roundabout way. But it's not enough that the universe simply just exists. Otherwise, it'd enter into entropy, and it would just return back to the all-nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe when people die, they take all their experiences that they had in the world, and they go to their, selected afterlife.
One sec. $1,600 card.
Damn.
And
That's impressive. Though actually, sorry to cut you off, Rygon. I realized it's almost 5 a.m. I need to get sleep and recover from this head trauma of a duck in my ear.
Sleep well, Zeta. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep, so you beans have a lovely night. Thank you for having me.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Boop. You're cute.
Anyways, carry on.
So these people, they have all their experiences in reality, whatever that might be, and then when they die, their souls go to some selected afterlife via some system, who knows what. And when they go to that afterlife, they bring all their experiences with them. And in a way that helps the conceptual nature of these afterlives to mature. And it also allows the universe to kind of look at all that on the conceptual level and go, huh, so that's something I can do. I exist. And it is through this system of souls coming into existence, gaining experience, going to the afterlife, and essentially being able to share their experiences at a more conceptual level, that the universe is able to maintain itself by reminding itself, huh, that's something I can do. I exist. And that's how it's able to stave off entropy and return back to the all-nothing. Now, it's a bit more complicated extend that, but that's kind of a very basic rundown that I came up with yesterday.
Fair enough. I know a lot of lore from various franchises and such tend to go with the idea that the gods want them because souls are power and stuff like that.
Which, you know, can be somewhat true, but the way that gods work for me is that they are conceptual in nature. So, let's take, for example, the concept of war, right? It's an idea. So you can actually have like multiple different gods of war, all of which maybe work off of different aspects of what war is, but either way, there's still manifestations of a concept. So to me, it didn't really make sense that souls would go in, because you can't realistically make a concept stronger or weaker just by simply adding more of it to itself, right? You can't make war bigger just because you add more war to it.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. That said, though, the gods and goddesses themselves, who are manifestations of a concept, well, perhaps there could be a little bit more there. Maybe we do go with the classic route of more souls equals more power, but I feel like we can come up with something more creative than that. So instead of it necessarily being that the souls themselves carry power, they may be something that help to carry the idea of what do you call it? Of usage. So you can kind of think of it like this. What do you do if you want to fill a glass with water?
You go to the sink?
That's right. And you turn on the faucet and you let the water run into the cup. Well, imagine, if you will, that the water is like the equivalent of the souls. And by having the souls run into your cup, what do you have instead of an empty cup?
A full one?
Yeah, you have a full cup. In other words, you have now the concept of a full cup. It's kind of the same idea. If you want to be able to realize certain aspects of your concept, you have to have souls in order to allow those concepts to essentially become realized. So one way I kind of brought about it would be like, if you want different shades of blue, imagine that the concept itself is blue, right? And it gets sent, the soul or the little drops of blue get sent into reality. They mix around with all the other colors, and then they come back. They're still blue, but they obviously have picked up a lot more than just blue, and then they go into the big blue and they dilute it with these new colors. And through their interactions, now there are new shades of blue that are now available to blue as a whole. So in other words, the souls help these concepts to mature into more significant concepts. So it's not necessarily like more souls equals more power, rather more souls equals more complicated manifestations of the concepts that already exist.
I am struggling to follow along.
Apologize.
It's kind of a vague concept by itself.
Well, it is, but it's like realistically, like honestly, the best way I can kind of put it is like, we take a concept like war, right? We everybody knows what war is. You know, two people fight and they die, and that's war. But now they bring in a soul that has encountered a different style, maybe like something like imperialism with oppression and stuff like that. And it goes into the concept of war, and now war suddenly realizes that, oh, I could take this concept that the soul has given me, and I could use it to transform war, not from just two people fighting each other and dying, but instead one force completely oppressing another force in battle. And that is a new kind of war now. Overwhelming war. And therefore the concept of war has now gotten more powerful.
Fair enough.
I know it's all kind of very vague, it's very conceptual, but that's kind of a lot of the stuff I was kind of coming up with yesterday in terms of how the universe that I'm developing works.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff to consider when it comes to a lot of these, a lot of world building, period. A lot of concepts like that.
I just want to try for something a little bit more unique than just, you know, gods and goddesses are kind of like the end-all, be-all, and that's it. Because I feel like the very nature of a god who is, you know, tied to domains is that, sure, they may be limitless in their power, but they are still very much limited by their, by whatever domain they're tied to. And I always found that to be an interesting little hypocrisy, and this is my attempt, or at least one of my attempts, to try and explain it in my universe. And I feel like it's relatively successful at that. It just needs, I just need to think about it a little bit more to finalize the details.
Yeah. It sounds like a good foundation to build on.
Yeah.
Zim,
Yeah?
you're still set to streaming together.
Ah, Whiskers didn't actually leave. Okay, there we go. Should be fixed now.
Yeah, it is.
I'd offer to utilize that stream together, but I don't think you and I have actually managed to successfully get that going.
Have we actually? I know we've had a couple of different things that we've tried before, but... The problem is that we, like, the way it is designed is... It's supposed to be... Like, I'd be feeding my VTuber avatar into it. And then you can put my VTuber avatar on your side. I put mine on... Or yours on my side. But the way that we tend to do it is very different from that, and yeah. Unfortunately, it means that only one person can actually do it.
Yeah.
Alright, I think the duck is gonna hop off.
Sure thing. See ya.
Sleep well.
Bye.
And I'm just gonna open this. There. And I'll save this box in case I need it later. I don't have much money left. There are some things that I would like to do. But he is also still restocking everything. So... blah. I think I'm gonna need at least one more day of operation before I can expand my operations at all. Okay. I guess he's done. Maybe. Are you done?
For what?
Okay, you're done. Oh, my restocker.
Oh.
Alright, so one box of that, and then 2 of the rest. Got it. That one. Okay. 1 of this. Actually, should do 3 of the rest. Considering how few actually fit on the shelves. There you go, get to work. And I am gonna sit here and open up some packs.
Yeah, typical boss.
Hey, I gotta make money to pay him.
That's what they kept saying. Keep muttering to yourself, talking about such things as cryptocurrency, and these things will be worth something someday. You watch.
But people are actively buying these!
You remember Beanie Babies were a thing?
Ooh, I got another ghost card! And yes, I remember when Beanie Babies were a thing. I wanted a whole bunch of them. But not so much for the sake of selling, I just wanted them to collect them. I really wish these bots would get the idea that, hey, I have links blocked on my channel. Just stop bothering. At this point, I don't know any channels that don't block links.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay, maybe there's a few, but I know a lot of them do. Honestly, say that at this point, I've just given up on bothering to ban them. If their message gets flagged, it's like, okay, Twitch will probably take care of them soon enough.
And you can tell that all of them are literally just like the exact same kind of setup. They have 2 words, usually of some similar meaning to each other, obviously meaning that they're generated, and that's it. Like, they just generated accounts on mass. Hey, Raijin.
Wah!
Ah! Hello, Rygon.
What can I do for you?
$100 would be cool.
Alright, I guess I can do that.
As you find yourself TFing into a massive 100 deer.
Oh, think I have enough meat for that.
You don't have enough what?
Me for that.
For 100 deer?
Yeah, you're gonna get 1 deer, and then the buck will stop here.
Oh my god. Rygon, you are a delight.
Man.
I am opening everything in these boxes. I want more cards to sell. Of course, this is how I wound up with too many cards that I can't sell them all, but, you know, I still want more cards to sell.
Well, have you tried doing the workshop where you bulk, like strip them all together and then sell them?
What was that?
You can go to the workshop and you can put all your useless cards together to sell them in bulk.
Oh, yeah, I do that. I just really wish that they had upgraded bulk boxes. Where, you know, because by default you can only go up to $1 cards. I would like to have more advanced boxes that are worth more that I can just throw in a bundle of, you know, ideally multiple tiers of these. You know, this box is $1 to $5. This box is $5 to $10. And I'd probably call it there because beyond that, then it's actually worthwhile to put out on the single peg things. But of course, the problem there is making sure that they're actually worthwhile for selling, because the bulk boxes right now are kinda cheap.
Well, I mean, that's what they are.
Well, I feel like they are cheaper than they would be. Like, I could see those 100 bulk boxes being, you know, closer to, like, $15 to $20 instead of around $10. So granted, the Destiny ones are more expensive, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice $141 card.
I think your cat is having an issue.
Yeah, he wants into Holo's room. He is fine otherwise. So that's why I'm kind of ignoring him, because, you know, you cater to him when he whines and he's just gonna keep whining.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it works.
Granted, I don't know why Holo's door is closed, but, you know, whatever. Probably because I'm loud. Either that or she was being loud and closed it to keep the noise from, you know, interfering with my stream.
Be very nice.
Yeah. But either way, yeah, the cat's gonna whine, and best thing to do is just ignore him, because he's got water, he's got food, his litter box is clean. There's catering to him and giving him a bunch of attention every time he whines. Just, yeah. We've already been over that. I'm just repeating the same thing.
But what if I whine?
What?
What if I whine for attention?
Well, then I'll just get some cheese out.
No, he gets the kiss. Mwah.
Mwah.
I probably should be wrapping up stream here soon. Don't necessarily want to, but I got work I gotta get done.
That's fair.
And I got
Well, sorry for
therapy.
coming in and kind of killing your chat.
I mean, you didn't really kill it. We were kind of floundering for a bit there. I do appreciate the fact that I don't have to manually open each pack anymore. Because it's like... Yeah, they made a change with it where now I can just start opening one pack and it opens everything in my hand.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Taya. You ready for Saturday?
What are you guys doing Saturday?
Era's game, Recallers of the Lost.
Oh.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Taya plays in that. Also, why don't you have the VIP role? Ugh. There we go. And there's your shout out. Yeah, for those that don't know, Taya plays Dr. Volt in Recallers of the Lost. Every other Saturday. And he also streams himself. And has been doing this, are you still doing the Grandomizer? I swear you've been doing that forever now, but at the same time, it's like, what, 100 games that you're beating? As part of that whole thing?
I'm pretty sure it's going to take a couple years.
I'm pretty sure as well. If it were me, I know I'd be like, yep, I would not even start this thing because I know I'd lose interest after about 2 streams of it. If not sooner.
But it's perfect. It's perfect for ADHD because if you're bored of one game, you just go to the next one and do some checks there.
Yeah, but then I've got the issue of needing to set it all up in the first place.
Oh, you got Taya for that.
Taya, would you set that up for me? I heard the cursing that Taya had over setting it up in the first place. Yeah, setting it up took like 3 months of work. Yeah, I know you were working on that forever. I really want to call the cat over and give him attention. But at the same time, I know that that is a terrible idea and just going to make the problem worse. Ugh.
I see you're using your ancestors' word.
I'm doing what?
You're using your ancestors' word.
Ugh?
Ugh. Yeah. Even cavemen use that word.
Well, yes, Taya. Of course we've got to have destinkifiers. Though I still don't know if that big one is worth it.
Well, your 2 small ones are doing the job, aren't they? But why did you need a big one?
Ido decided to give it to me with the crowd control. I'm like, I don't think I need this.
Well, I suppose it could always be a good catcher, just in case the other 2 are still recharging from a stinker.
Yeah, that's kind of why I kept it instead of just selling it. But even still, when it runs out of, cans, I'll probably just sell it anyways. Yeah, the big one has a whole magazine, yeah. Yes, Taya. Yes. I open many packs and then resell the best cards out of them. I just wish that they weren't quite so space heavy for doing so. Eventually, they're supposed to be adding a way for customers to sell you their cards. Though, I don't know if I would... I don't know how that will work, or if I'll even bother with it. I guess for completing my own collection, that could be useful, but... I don't foresee much profit in buying and reselling the cards. Oh, you're talking about resealing the pack and taking out the good card and just selling the pack as is. No, you cannot do that in this game. In fact, that sounds illegal.
Oh, I'm sure it definitely is, because you're not receiving the value of the pack anymore. You're receiving a diminished value pack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
What's up?
The music I currently have playing is a video that lasts for an entire day. So I guess this is what I'm listening to now.
Hey, old pal.
Am I gone also cute? Me?
I am not cute, though.
Zen.
Yes.
You're cute.
Nope.
As a red panda, I am arbiter of cuteness. I know what is cute and what is not, because I am the cutest thing that exists, and I know you are cute.
Oh boy, old pal. Oh boy.
Since I've done crowd control, I should probably boot that thing back up at some point.
Yeah, I realized that crowd control also exists for Supermarket Simulator. So I may wind up going back to Supermarket Simulator in the near future.
Oh boy.
At least there I don't have to spend, you know, hours before every day just updating the price of every product in my store. Only a small...
Technically, you don't have to do that now.
Well, if I want to maximize my profits, I kind of do.
I just let it go until somebody starts complaining that something's too expensive or cheap.
Oh, the low FOV does not work. Thankfully it refunds you guys, but yeah, it doesn't actually work for some reason.
The high one does, though. Just saying.
That is one complaint I have about this game, Ty, is that it is only the Tetramon. Really, old pal? Gosh dang it. It's not my fault it doesn't work. Oh, come on! Now they're changing the language.
Yeah, it's time for you to brush up on your Duolingo.
I am trying to learn programming languages, not worldwide languages.
Oh, you heard him. Change it into something that has more symbols than actual words.
They already did that. They changed it to Chinese.
No, we gotta go more. We gotta go simplified Chinese.
That is what it is.
Okay, we gotta go with the other kind of Chinese.
Oh gosh, dang it, old pal.
Well, now your machine's gonna get a workout.
Yeah, if the customers were going anywhere near the machine. I'm just glad that I can take this can and put it back on the shelf and sell it for full price.
Now that is the, unsealing, taking out the good stuff and resealing it.
True! That's how we do that in this game, Taya. There you go. I agree, Taya. I really want to make my own hobby shop game that has far more products. Like, sure, they sell dice sets, and they have added board games, but otherwise it's just accessories for the card game. You know,
Yeah.
play mats, card sleeves, deck boxes.
They brought out that new thing, like, in that interaction with that other company. I was like, ooh, more collectibles? And no, it was just physical products, like board games. I was like, oh, well, that's really disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it, though. Because I do like the idea of more products, but it would be nice to have more collectibles.
Yeah, neither am I. It's just like for their first foray, they probably should have done more collectibles instead of just more of everything else.
With my game, I'd love to try and get a partnership going with like Pal World, Cassette Beast, and other ones like that. Granted, by the time I actually get to the point of putting out my own game, I'm sure this one's going to have all of that covered anyways.
Maybe.
Mine will be going a different route altogether, though, with the shelves. Because I have definitely not seen a hobby shop where all of the products are perfectly aligned like that on the shelf. Instead, you've got the shelf here, and you've got a huge mixture of, you know, bunch of different books on it. Rather than, this shelf is all dedicated to this particular product. I was planning to do ones like that, delimited. You know, the Thanks for the large bills! I was planning to do that kind of setup myself, is, non-copyright infringing copies of real things. And also, I've played, Settlers of Catan. I actually own several of, their versions. It's really fun. I like it. The only problem is finding, you know, people to play it with.
The problem of almost every board game ever.
Yeah.
Sweats nervously.
Oh? Do I have somebody to play with when you get here?
I plead the fifth.
Then again, the problem is that it's really not a game that you can play just 2 players.
Well, yeah, that's why you have pets, right?
I don't think that Holo or Rex would enjoy playing it. Yes, it is possible to do that, Taya. And thanks for the empty box. I got enough of these. Really? Do 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 do. I don't think this thing is ever gonna run out.
That's the specialty about it.
Okay. Yes, you are, Taya. Alright, we'll get set up for the next day, and I think this is where we'll probably call it. Ooh, $1,300 card! Sweet! Granted, it's the first of that, so I can't sell it, because I want to complete my collection, but... at some point...
Speaking of which, and this is not a, what do you call it? Nudge, but I should probably get mine set up again so I can start world building for the rest of the evening.
What?
We're just saying you were ending, so I'm saying, oh, well, that reminds me I should probably get mine started. But it's not me saying that to get the raid.
Ah, so you want me to raid you, got it.
No. You do what you will. What about you, Raija? What are you going to be up to for the rest of the evening?
Well, for several more hours, I have this weird thing called work.
Okay.
And then I go home and do my second job, which is drawing.
Well, if you happen on into my stream, I'd love to have you there to bounce ideas off of, but that's up to you.
It's just very hit or miss with my ability to talk while I'm at work.
Yeah. You two got something going?
Not quite
That's good.
official
This seems
yet,
like
but...
Okay, well, I was just wondering, this seems like a new development. Well, whatever you two choose to do, I wish you both the best of happiness.
He is coming to visit next week. And I am very excited. A 10k card they pulled? Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Also, hello there, Malabelle.
Starting mine up.
Ah, but you see, Beerus, or Malabelle rather, your master himself renamed you to that. You could go back to on the recording today. Eric called you Malabelle.
Or do you happen to live in a house on the prairie there, Malabelle?
Oh no, it's like Tinkerbell. We've decided he's probably related.
Oh, gotcha.
So, if he gets too, you know, rambunctious and annoying, we just stop believing in him and he stops existing.
Honestly, probably for the best.
Kind of like when he eats all the lamps and drains Era's hoard. That's a prime time to stop believing in Malabelle. Because then, of course, you know, he no longer exists, so thus the lamps that he ate were not eaten, and Era did not have his hoard drained. Also, for the record, it's 2 words, Malabelle. Taya...
Eventually.
Yeah, that's a eventually thing, because that is something that the developer says they're going to be doing. When that will be, who knows, but it's on the roadmap.
To be fair, I think they're going to have to really actually revamp what's actually on the cards themselves, and maybe add in some other things, like an energy system, like literally anything.
Yeah.
Right now, the way the game looks, like, it does not look playable in the slightest. It's fancy looking, don't get me wrong, but it does not look playable. There's no rules.
Yeah. Like, they definitely have some effects and such on these cards that are like, okay, clearly there's something here, but... And I will say they do have a mobile game that where the developer started with Tetramon. And that one's got a battle system, but I don't think it's actually cards.
It's not cards, so I kind of explained it before, but basically you have your team of Tetramons, and you put them on a 3x3 grid, except for the center square. The grid has elements associated to it, so there's the that's why it's called Tetramons, is because it's the tetra elements, so fire, earth, wind, and water. Might be ice, but probably water. And then each of these elements are associated with particular effects. So water is usually healing effects, earth is usually more defensive, fire is usually more offensive, and wind is status effects. And then the elements that you put your Tetramon on determines what they're doing in battle. And then on your turn, each turn, you choose which side of your 3x3 grid is facing the opponent. So 3 of your Tetramons can take an action, and the rest of them just rest and recharge. And as far as I played, that was all of the complexity.
I will say I personally think that that sounds intriguing as a basis. You know, a foundation.
Yeah, like it does work as a basis. Like I don't dislike the idea as it was, but like there's no there were no trap cards or magic cards or things like that, and it's all dependent on what the Tetramons innately do. Because as far as I could tell, there was no evolution. If you had a higher evolution type of the same Tetramon, you just had it. There was no resource cost on putting the Tetramons on your grid. It was just straight up power, and then your ability to make tactics based on the elements, which is certainly something, but I felt like it was lacking.
Either way, I'm definitely intrigued to see what they come up with for this game. In that realm.
Yeah, but I can't get out of my head now that playing the Tetramons card game would be like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Once they got past the part where everyone had that little bracelet with cards on to do the duels, except instead it's a square and you just spin it around like a fidget spinner, and that determines what your card selection is.
It's time to spin!
It's like someone had a fever dream of Beyblade and Yu-Gi-Oh! And just mashed them together.
Yeah, it kind of did, Taya. Alright. So, Rykon, do you... Wait, how long has it been since you played this last?
Probably about a half month by at this point, like 2-3 weeks.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Why do you
I was
ask?
going to ask if you, understood what the heck this new duplicates sorting is supposed to mean, and... Because I have no idea.
That's new to me. About the only thing that I could gather was that if you had just like a single duplicate, I don't think it counts, but if you had more than a single duplicate, it procced.
Well, originally it was, you know, you'd have, any card that has more than one would be at the front and listed from, in value from greater to least. Now they've got this weird ×1 parentheses 2 ×2 parentheses 3 and so on and so forth, and it's like, what is this supposed to mean?
Honestly, I'd have to check it out myself before I can make an educated guess.
Unless it,
The only thing that I can gather is that those are the numbers that you have.
yeah, it might be that that's what's in my album, and so I guess being able to put this out means that I do actually have that many. I don't know, though. It's such a weird way to do this. I'll wait until I get a duplicate of a really high value card and then go check. Because then it should pop up here, and then I can easily check by value, by going by price. You know, that might be the case, Malabelle. It might be set up so that you can only get rid of duplicates. Let me try putting this out here. So that one is now empty. What was this card? Nimbo Kulo Gold Edition Rare. Of course I tried to test this with something that's really high number. Oh wait, no. Right, I cannot sort by number. Or by name. So, I guess I'm going to... wherever 988 is. Which is going to be very, very far in here.
Alright. Get an energy drink, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Aw, poor kitty. So needy over there.
I know.
Acting like he's not living the most blessed life possible.
Oh wait, there it was. Gold edition rare. Okay, so I do have 2 of them. Okay, so that is how it works. Thank you, Malabelle. Yeah, this is why I want bigger bulk box or higher value bulk boxes. I have 45 copies of this card that is only $1.75. That is not worth putting out. But I do not need 45 copies of this card. I do not want 45 copies of this card. Give me the frickin' higher value bulk boxes. Grr. But now that I know that, that means I can put out this, which is actually worth something. Instead of putting out all of these really cheap cards. Hooray, I'll get to actually make some money for once. Oh my god, go away! God, I hate that. Hooray for making money! Well, I don't know about the cotton gloves part, but I would like to keep the high-value ones in glass cases and not let the customer just pull it off the rack like any other product. But unfortunately, the game does not have that mechanic. Yeah, seriously, some of these cards are worth so little it is not worth putting out.
I did not have any ice, so no energy drink for me.
I'm guessing the energy drink was not in the fridge?
No, it's in powder form. And I prefer to have my energy drinks cold. So I leave the ice machine make ice.
That's why I like my water machine. It gives out refrigeration, temperature, water.
Oh, I didn't know Ren was part ice type. That's pretty cool.
Jeez. Okay. So now I just need to wait for my worker to finish restocking everything. Yeah.
Go faster.
Oh, I am out of a lot of products. What are you currently restocking ever so slowly? Ah, those.
The yellow ones.
Blue.
Does Rygon enjoy gamer subs? I don't have any. And I'm not popular enough for them to reach out to.
I don't exactly trust any. G Fuel is the only brand like that I really trust. The rest of them seem kind of sketchy to me.
I mean, I've not heard anything bad about gamer subs, but I also don't know anything good about them either, so it's kind of like I'm neutral on the matter.
Well, is Gamer Subs the one that has the flavors like Kitty Milk or whatever, or is that GG?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I do not keep up with those things.
Yeah, I've got my energy drink of choice, and that's all I bother with.
I enjoy my Celsius powders. They do the trick, and they've got a lot of caffeine in them, which helps with my ADHD.
If you are enjoying the... Go ahead, Zim.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, since I'm the one that originally recommended you try the Celsius, if the powder is working for you, you could give G Fuel a try. And the main reason why I like G Fuel is it's a lot like Celsius. The ingredients seem to be pretty good. But also, if you catch the buy one, get one deals, it comes out to 50 cents per serving, which is pretty economical as far as energy drinks goes.
That's not bad at all. Currently, it's like about 75 cents per serving. Because it cost me like right around, 11 to 12 bucks for 14 sticks.
What were you saying, Zim?
Oh, I was just saying I enjoy my I enjoy my V8.
V8 is really good, but unfortunately it's also slightly on the expensive side compared to the cheaper ones you can get.
Unfortunately, I doubt their caffeine content's high enough for me. I have to have my caffeine pretty high to feel anything.
It's like a Red Bull, so about 80 milligrams per can.
Yeah,
so about...
and the ones that I have to go for usually have to be at least 150 or higher.
Alright, well everybody, this is where we're gonna be calling it for this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us today for TCG Card Shop Simulator, as well as this Art Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around. as well as coming by, hanging out, coming by and, hanging out. I'm a little tired. Picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store or subscribing to our YouTube. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.